It is the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, and the Pacers north of the border. Scotiabank Arena, home of the Toronto Raptors. First of 2 visits this year. The second of 4 meetings. Toronto won in Indianapolis back on the 15th of this month, 129-111. Raptors are 13-5, and the Pacers are 2-15. And for the second time this year, Jarris Walker will start with Pascal Siakam, Isaiah Jackson, Benedict Mathurin, and Andrew Nembhard, the 2 Canadians in the backcourt. This lineup started a week or so ago in Detroit. For Toronto, this is the first time this lineup has started this year, number 6, because R.J. Barrett Jr. is out. Brandon Ingram will start with Scotty Barnes and Jakob Poeltl. Colin Murray-Boyles, a rookie out of South Carolina, will get his 4th start. But first with this group, rounding out is Immanuel Quickley. Raptors, the 4th of 4 straight at home, coming in off a Monday win, 110-99 against Cleveland. And you see their head coach, Darko Rajakovic. Quinn, this is a big game for the Pacers, big game for Toronto. They've already clinched, though, a spot in the knockout round. But I circle Pascal Siakam against his former team, right, and then the 2 Canadians, Nembhard and Mathurin, looking forward to this night.
Well, yeah, they're going to want to perform well from the Pacers standpoint, because it is, you hear it in Canada where they're their home country. But by the same token, I think in addition to that, this is a group of guys I think are passionate about what they do for Pacer Nation. And right now, there's been a little bit of a struggle. Yeah. But the opportunity to play in Toronto and play against their native team, their native country's team, I think they both look forward. All 3 of them look forward to it.
JJ and Eddie had our pregame show produced by Ken Saltner. I thought they had a wonderful piece. Pascal Siakam meeting with the media after the game on Monday, just how much it hurts. This guy is all about winning. He said, look, I can do all the personal stats and have that. He goes, I just end of the day want to win. Each and every night, I tell myself, how do we get better? How do we win?
And the thing and that's the right thing to tell yourself, or more importantly, ask yourself. And what you have to be able to do is every day that you're on, not even on the floor, as part of your makeup, you just have to get better. That's all you can do. And then that shows your teammates that you're trying to improve. And hopefully they follow your lead. And eventually, I think all of this pans out. I do. Once the health starts to really show up, I think it pans out. I do. Maybe I'm a little delusional, but I don't think so.
Raptors started 1-4. They've won 12 of 13, including 8 straight, and they lost their first 2 here at Scotiabank Arena, and now have won 6 straight. Siakam guarding Barnes. He pushes off, goes inside, and lays it in.
I don't know if I can describe it much better than that.
He's got away with a little bit of a shove.
A little bit of a shove. He put a forearm in his chest. But I think that's really the way the league is going. They're letting guys play. A lot more contact.
Mathurin goes inside. He spun it up no good.
He was indecisive as to how to shoot it and tried to put English on it to move it from the left side of the backboard over the rim, and it never hit the backboard.
Had a tough night Monday against Detroit.
This guy had 37 last game.
Yeah, he did. Ingram.
I watched that.
In his full season with Toronto. Jackson fouled, and it's Ingram there and Poeltl. Let's see Barnes, who they whistle the foul on.
We talked about a little bit. That's Brandon Ingram right there. But Barnes, now, he clearly pushed off. I should say he cleared space with it. But he's been doing that. I just think that's something that the league will work through. I really do. I know people want to complain. Guys are pushing each other. They're holding each other. Well, at the beginning of last year, there were those that were talking about there wasn't enough physicality in the game. You call it every call. Figuring out that balance with world-class athletes, how would you like to be out there doing that?
No.
I know Quinn doesn't.
I like being here on the second row where we are here at Scotiabank Arena.
No
I'm
question.
Very comfortable here.
Comfortable here.
I'll tell you what, I had a chance. Murat Kogut is one of our 3 officials. Courtney Kirkland, the crew chief. Sheree Mitchell rounding out the crew. And it's funny, we've seen Murat a ton this year already. We looked at each other and said, here we are again. 2-2. Jackson hit both free throws for the Pacers. Ingram comes off the screen. Walker ran into the screen by Poeltl.
Yeah, but Jackson covered it up well. Yeah, Jackson did a nice job. He slowed Ingram up, otherwise he'd have turned the corner.
Siakam guarded by the rookie. And that's a foul, a second foul early here against Toronto. And Murray Boyles picks it up. 8 points a game for Murray Boyles. Played 2 years at South Carolina, was second team All-SEC. And making his fourth start, R.J. Barrett missing his second straight game with a sprained right knee. Siakam now against Pirtle and put it in.
I mean, it really doesn't matter who he goes against. I mean, that's what's so impressive about watching, as you watch what Siakam does. He finds a way to be a factor. I don't care who's guarding him.
Quickly comes off the screen inside the three-point arc, dives inside and got it.
That is one of his favorite shots. The other one is in transition. He comes down and shoots a three about 5 steps behind the three-point line. He is a tough one to get a hold of.
2 seasons ago, Toronto trading Siakam to Indiana and trading OG Anunoby to the Knicks, and that's how quickly and Barrett came to Toronto, and they've been outstanding additions. That ball slapped away. It's loose, picked up by Quickly. And now, bad pass, Siakam has it.
Nice basketball.
Nembhard drives, free throw line.
Did you see how quickly he was cut off? That's where you got to make some shots, but you got to make them cover the perimeter, because they're covering everything else. Because as soon as Andrew tried to make a move, he got cut off and there was nowhere to go. So you have to make a jump shot.
Jarris Walker was 5 of 6 from three-point range the other night. And a foul and free throws now. And it's on Pascal Siakam. So Siakam picks up his first, coming in off a 24.8 rebound game in the loss Monday to Detroit. 5 straight 20-point games for Siakam. And Barnes at the free throw line where he shoots 82%. Had 18 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists Monday. They beat Cleveland here 110-99. 11 of their 13 wins, Quinn, this year by 10 or more points.
I said they're a surprise team. They realized Detroit moved up, but this team was near the bottom of the standings last year. Detroit wasn't there. Detroit, other than the fact they lost to New York, was in the playoff. This team is going to be a factor for the playoffs.
Nembhard too strong. Walker the offensive rebound. Mathurin for 3, rebounded by Ingram. They push it ahead. Barnes into the corner. Murray Boyles.
Nice job getting to Quickly, because Quickly will shoot it quickly.
Out of a double, turnaround jumper, no good. Isaiah Jackson, and that's going to be on Murray Boyles, and that's his second.
That was a collision. That wasn't a foul. That was a collision.
Isaiah Jackson was there to wrap up his first rebound, and now Toronto will have to go to the bench early, and Jacoby Walter will check in. Second year out of Baylor. He started his only game of the year on Monday against Cleveland. He had 5 points. But coming off the bench tonight, averaging 5 points per game. Jackson.
Great pass. Jackson does that well. That back cut pass, he's able to make very comfortably, and that was a money pass.
And a good start for the Pacers. 9-6, they have the lead. They've hit 3 of their first 6. Ingram gets inside, ball stripped away.
I mean, really, just because you have to throw that pass so he can catch it and go on either side of the basket. And some people make that mistake, but you see it's quick out of his hand, great back cut, very good team play.
And Ingram down the sideline and the baseline for the dunk. Quinn mentioned in the open, 37 he had. A season high and the most he's ever scored in a Raptors uniform. Joined the team last year at the trade deadline, but was injured and played in very few games.
You can just tell what they're going to do to Pascal. They're just going to put bodies on him.
Walker again, and he's hit 2 more tonight.
He was warming up pretty good, too. You never know how that leads to in a game.
Was 5 of 6 on Monday, and the only shot he missed was at the very end of the game. A desperation shot. And the Pacers come up with a steal.
Swarming defense.
Here's another one. This time it's short.
That was a heat check.
And it's Raptors ball. A timeout taken early here by Toronto. They take the first timeout. Jarris Walker's hit a pair of threes, and the Pacers have a 12-8 first quarter lead.
"21 points for Jarris Walker Monday, a starting assignment tonight, and already 2 3-pointers. The Pacers lead the Raptors 12-8. A lot of talk after that game against Detroit about what Jarris Walker did well. Pascal Siakam thought he played free and also said, "I think I can count the number of dribbles that he had in that game." I talked with Benedict Mathurin today also about Jarris, and he said he kept the game simple. When he keeps the game simple, things slow down for him. I'm super excited to see how well he did and hope he can do it again because we need him. That is an understatement, guys. They, in this situation, really need what Jarris Walker provided on Monday, and they're getting it once again tonight.
Well, no doubt about it. What it does is it's another score to worry about because as much as we've talked about defense, the Pacers have had a hard time scoring the ball. But in fairness to Walker, I think what you're looking at is just a natural maturation process. It takes you a minute to figure all of this out. Pacers are in the zone here, Chris.
Barnes over the top scores. Quinn, I read an interesting article about zone defense that teams right now are playing it about 3% of the time. Now that doesn't seem like very much.
Well, give me some context.
But last year it was like 0.3. So it's like 12 times more zone defense. And we've seen Rick Carlisle use it as Jackson blocked his shot.
Yeah, Chris, I don't think there's any doubt about it. I think what happens in the league is people make adjustments, and that was a foul with the pushing back. People make adjustments. And in doing so, they recognize that there may be a chance to just show some different looks. But we talked about at the top of the show, Scotty Barnes. Chris, just the guy came in, and he was hardly looking at the basket, I think, as an offensive player. Now he knows how to get to his spots. In this league, and this is what we saw with Cade Cunningham, is that ability to get to your spots where you're comfortable. He's no different than you and I even doing these broadcasts. There's certain aspects we're just comfortable with. You get to your spot, do what you do comfortably.
Quinn, this is basically the same team as a year ago, though they added Brandon Ingram at the trade deadline, and he was really not a factor. What's the biggest difference with the same personnel? Last year at this time, they were 2-12. This year, they're 13-5. In fact, they started 7-26 last year.
Brandon Ingram makes a big difference. I think that helps because but you also know what your role is. I think that's what Coach Darko was trying to figure out, who should be in what role. And I think Quickly was another guy that couldn't quite figure out.
Both teams have gone to the bench. Quickly's going to load a three and hit.
I'm telling you, he'll load threes, and he'll come down and shoot threes quickly.
Pacers have brought Jeremiah Robinson-Earl and Jay Huff in to play with Nembhard, Mathurin, and Walker.
Mathurin has to be more of an offensive threat with that lineup on the floor.
And he pulls up for the jump shot. It's too strong. It's tipped out of there and chased down by Quickly. Sandro Mamukelashvili is in, and Grady Dick off the bench for the Raptors. Dick catches, good three-point shooter, so is Quickly. Side of the backboard, rebound by Walker.
Attacking. Oh, it was a good attack. He just couldn't quite finish it over Ingram. Here's the challenge. Get back on defense.
Ingram at the dotted line. No good. Robinson-Earl the rebound. 13-12. Toronto has the lead.
Big conversation today for the Pacers was getting back in transition. You can hear Rick Carlisle in the background screaming back because that was a problem. But what you look at was a huge problem, Chris. They had someone like 78 points in the paint. That's hard to overcome.
Mamukelashvili misses the three. He has been 45% off the bench, averaging double figures in his first season with Toronto as Walker goes inside, and that's going to be a foul. Mamukelashvili, who played the last 2+ years in San Antonio with the Spurs, and the former Seton Hall standout, draws the foul.
A lot of contact in this league. They'll call it when you're going into shots. It felt like there was a reach in, and the foul gets called. No, they didn't feel like it was a reach in. Like a reach in. It was a reach in. That's a hack.
And Walker will have a pair, 81% on the year, averaging 10.5 points. And he ties the game at 13. Let's step aside for this from Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Big Mike.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process so you don't have to go it alone. Boop, boop, boop.
Hello.
Walker will have the second. We played just over 7 minutes of the first quarter. And Walker has 8 of Indiana's first 14 points. And had a career-high 21 on Monday with those career-high 5 threes versus Detroit.
I'm going to tell you who else is a problem. The Shed is a problem. The guard they brought in. Oh, I like the way Walker's defense. I like it. But this guy has really calmed down, in my opinion, Chris. I just thought he was too hurried in New Orleans. I'm not sure what all of that was about, but he has really calmed this game down. Great find there on the part of Nembhard.
And Robinson Earl, who had his first double-figure game as a Pacer on Monday, he had 10 points off the Indiana bench. Quinn mentioned Jamal Shedd, second-year guard out of Houston. He and Walker were teammates for the Cougars. Murray Boyles missed it. Rebounds tipped out of there. And the official points toward Indiana, but I think they're going to change it.
Some good officiating. Yeah, this is really some good officiating. I think the important thing is you get it right. And Sheree Mitchell made sure she got down there to help out Kogut to get it right. You'll see, clearly it goes off of, I like to call him JR.
Yeah.
But, Robinson Earl is really what he is.
Ingram catches baseline, guarded by Mathurin, who re-entered.
You can't be anxious. If you're anxious, nice job getting back. He traveled. Yeah, he traveled.
And the Pacers force the turnover. That is the third for Toronto. And a timeout taken by Rick Carlisle and the Pacers. We've got 3:58 to play in the first. Indiana by 1. Early on, the Pacers have a 1-point first quarter lead as we celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow, 16:15. Hope you and your family, wherever you are, have an enjoyable Thanksgiving. Alongside Quinn Buckner, I'm Kristen Airy. A look at our FanDuel same-game parlay. The total parlay odds tonight, plus 247. The first quarter spread, minus half a point, is minus 118. And the first quarter total points over 51.5 is plus 100. Those odds are subject to change. Barnes and Quickly take a seat. Ingram stays out there. And TJ McConnell is in for the first time, along with Ben Shepherd. McConnell goes inside, finds Shepherd.
I'm going to tell you what quietly has been really good here, Chris. Oh, what a rebound. Oh, he lost it. You got this group with 3 minutes to go. They have 15 points.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference because when you play against this team, you have to slow them down in some fashion. And the Pacers have been able to do that.
Mathurin with the rebound on the three-point miss. Toronto just 1 of 7 from 3, 6 of 18 overall. McConnell lobbed it up. It's taken by Ingram. The pass was too short. Dick in the corner for 3. It's short. Robinson Earl the rebound.
Pick it up. There you go. Yeah, you got to attack, Mathurin.
Mathurin shut down by Walter. And now that's
Dick just made a heck of a play.
He did.
No, are they saying? Oh, they're saying that was control. When he caught the ball and was able to throw it, the 24-second clock has to reset. And that's what happened on that play, and they made sure of it. So it's only 23, it's 23 seconds versus that was down to 8 seconds on the Pacers possession. But once Dick had control of it, it's no longer just the Pacers possession.
McConnell just got it in before the 5-second count expired. Mathurin guarded by Shedd. McConnell, they back off of him. He shoots another 3 and misses it. He had hit 5 of his first 10, and Shedd back the other way. Dick with the drive, cut off by Mathurin. Good defense by Ben. They've got him bottled up with 2.5 to play. First quarter. Ingram down the lane and put it in. 6 for Brandon Ingram. He averages 21 and a half. And the Raptors back in front, 17-16. McConnell's going to take it again and miss it again. But the rebound knocked out by Mamoukalashvili.
Yes. I mean, you see right there, somebody's got to get there. You can't. What JR did, Robinson Earl did, he came in from the side and just stayed there. You go there, and if you got to take the charge, I mean, if you got to take the foul, take the foul. But you don't just allow somebody to make the layup. But you try to get there to take the charge.
Jarris Walker is right back in. He replaces Mathurin. Siakam has come in. And he gets the lob pass from McConnell.
Look where Barnes is. I mean, he's able to make it over the top, but Barnes was right there if the ball is dribbled.
18-17 Pacers. Here's Shed, lost it. Underneath the basket is Walter. They reverse it to Dick for 3. In and out, no good. Huff the rebound. To your point, Quinn, the Raptors with just 17 first quarter points. 1 of 9 from 3. 33%. Inside Walker, had the ball stripped away by Dick. Barnes runs. And Barnes is fouled.
Oh, boy. I thought you were going to get a really good opportunity to see a block there, but Jay Huff did what he had to do. He tried to block it and couldn't quite get there. But you're seeing some very good defense. Mamoukalashvili can push it out, and then you see the contact. You can make an argument as to who initiated it, but the nature is they'll call that on the defense all the time. As a rule, that's a defensive foul.
And Jay Huff is second in the NBA in block shots, 2 per game, behind the leader, Victor Wembanyama. Pirtle ready to come back in, quickly to come back in for Toronto.
They're different with Pirtle. They're not nearly as mobile. Because Mamoukalashvili can get the ball, push it up the court. What Pirtle does, though, is he's very effective around the basket. He's a low-maintenance offensive scorer. I mean, not offensive scorer, that's redundant. Scorer, solid rebounder, and a great screen setter.
Had 22 points and 9 rebounds when these teams played 11 nights ago. And he had a 31 and 15 rebound game a year ago against the Pacers. McConnell. Off the screen from Huff, probing, looking, and a foul on Shed. Jamal Shed with the personal foul. That is the 4th team foul. Make it the 5th team foul against Toronto. So free throws now for the Pacers and Jay Huff. He had 11 points, his 4th double-figure game on Monday night in the 5-point loss to Detroit. The Pacers played their first clutch game since the first 8 games of the season when they played 6 of them.
For our new listeners, clutch is
plus or minus 5 points in the final 5 minutes of the 4th quarter.
Well, we're bringing in listeners and viewers all the time. We have to make sure we share that kind of information.
And the Pacers played all those clutch games early. They were not successful, 1-5. Then had that stretch where they were losing by double figures and had a chance to tie late. Benedict Mathurin, they ran the same play. We saw Tyrese Halliburton hit the shot last year against Milwaukee, the 3 and the free throw to beat the Bucks in the regular season. Mathurin just missed the shot. Pacers by 1.
Solid defense with the switch.
Shed, and they're going to call a foul. And it's on McConnell. Now the question is, was he shooting? Yes.
Yeah, he's shooting, no question.
And that's the first on McConnell, who had a season-high 16 points on Monday. And that was the big thing, Quinn, on Monday, as we saw the Pacers, like the old Pacers of a year ago, 2 years ago, 7 in double figures on Monday.
Chris, I think all of this is starting to come back. It doesn't come back to the pre-Tyree day, don't get me wrong, but and I have to say this about the staff. The staff has done a terrific job. You and I sat through a practice today, and I watched the assistant coaches and the coaching staff, and Rick's the same way. Fine guys, even doing, if you were watching them as they're stretching, their exercise, talking to guys, because the hardest thing you've got to do, you got to remember, this coaching staff is trying to manage a group of men who had great success, and it's fallen off dramatically. So the question becomes, how do they stay motivated? People say money. No, like, the money's important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to denigrate money. But they're guys that want to win, and they know that can be difficult, and it's been a long road to try to figure this out, and the staff has to keep you up.
Quickly misses, and the Pacers have it. And Dick is down as he went for that rebound. The Pacers play 5-on-4. Walker for three. Another one. That's 3 of them in the quarter. And the Pacers lead at 25-21. Jarris Walker has hit 11 of his last 16 after making 1 of his previous 16 from three-point range. And here's Walker the steal.
He would have been better off keeping it himself. They're not counting those anymore when you shoot them late, so everybody needs to shoot them. But listen, I'm telling you, this is a good quarter. If you hold this team to 21 points or under 30 in a quarter, you put yourself in really good position. The defense was very good by the Pacers here in Toronto.
That's the fewest points the Pacers have allowed in the first quarter this year. After the first 12 minutes, Indiana 25-21 over Toronto. 12 minutes in the books here in Toronto. A look at our Hyundai first quarter summary. Pacers with a 4-point lead, 25-21. They hold the Raptors to 32% from the field, 1 of 9 from three-point range. What impressed you, Quinn, about the Pacers defense in that first 12 minutes?
The Pacers' ability to keep this group out of the paint. They only scored 12 points in that quarter. And so you're talking about a team that can get, I mean, they had 78 in the game, so you know they can get big numbers. Bounce pass, great pass, first of all, and good strength by Huff. But Walker makes the pass. So what impressed me is as much on the defense, Chris, but the offense was really solid in slowing them down too. Because you want to make them, as that basket is made there by Huff, nice job. You can slow a team down by being patient with your offense, and that's what I'm seeing here. And here's why that's important. That's indicative of a team that's had more practice together, better understanding of where guy needs to be effective on the floor. I mean, this is a starting lineup that has Huff in it now, so this is a different deal. And it'll be helpful because Huff can help her in the paint.
Barnes drives, put it up, no good, rebound knocked away.
He got to the rim, and Huff was there, and even the contact didn't stop him.
That's short.
Great tap by McConnell.
Wow. Siakam goes inside and lays it in. Indiana by 9.
We almost had a McConnell. We almost had one. You're gonna have to let me have this when you go right, especially after a basket, partner.
And a timeout taken by Darko Rajakovic and the Toronto Raptors.
Boy, he is hot too. You can just tell by the way he walked over his demeanor, but a really solid start to the second half by the Pacers. Welcome back to the Pacers are playing a really good game, partner. When you think about Jarris Walker, he's a guy that's been shooting the ball, and you noted it very well. So his teammates have looked more and more to just try to find him where he's comfortable. He's comfortable at that three-point line, has knocked down shots consistently. So it's good to see him get off to a great start, because I'll tell you what it does. It helps his defense. Young people, young players tend to be that way. When their offense goes good, their defense is good. His ability to rebound the ball is the one thing they really ask him to do more of, but you can see he shot it well. And let's see, can he get some more assists?
Our IndianaWorkers.com Going to Work feature, and going to work, Jarris Walker, 2 straight games with at least a 10-point quarter. Here's a 3 short, and Walker the rebound. The miss by Ochai Agbaji, who just checked in.
You got a mismatch. He had a mismatch, and he tried to get it. And I could hear Coach Carlisle to say slow it down, because what you don't want to do is come down and make these kind of mistakes, because you allow Toronto play at a faster pace.
Darko Rajakovic.
Defense is good.
He's gone deep into his bench. Agbaji is out there, and Jamison battle. Oh! Boy, he cranked that all the way back.
Yeah, with a little bit of push-off, I thought, on Huff. I mean, they're looking to see if that push-off is something that they need to challenge, because you'll see his outside. Well, yeah, I don't think you can challenge that. I mean, he makes the drive, honestly, he just goes through his arm.
Barnes had 8 first quarter points and hits the free throw.
I mean, you'll see, he goes through the arm. Yeah, his arm is up, but he goes through the arm. It wasn't like he used his arm to ward off Huff.
It's an NBA Cup game, an Emirates NBA Cup. The Pacers have one more at home on Friday night against Washington. They've already been eliminated. Toronto is already in the quarterfinals for the first time in franchise history. Errant pass quickly, and they missed it.
They missed it because it got partially tipped by McConnell when they threw the timing off.
McConnell, Shepard, Siakam, Huff, and Walker. Shepard, catch, shoot, 3.
Yeah, he's due. He's got to shoot it like he's playing out on the playground. Sometimes it looks like he's trying to direct it.
Barnes is going to drive. Put it up with a left hand, no good. Tipped out by Huff, and the Pacers have it again. They've done a good job keeping Toronto off the offensive glass. Rebounds are 15-12 in Indiana's favor. Here's Siakam, had the ball stripped.
Because he got defensively, Barnes was there, and he was able to keep it to get to the basket.
And that's a miss, and the Pacers have it back. Pacers challenge at the rim.
Keep it in attack. There you go. He attracts so much attention, and his ability to make a play out of that is important. But Siakam was attacked out of that, and they had to help him, so they freed up TJ.
Pacers by 9, 32-23. Held the Raptors to 21 first quarter points, and Siakam picks up his second foul.
I mean, just a really good read. You can see the double team coming. TJ gets to his spot, which he has shot the last 2 years. He's really shot well. It used to be on that baseline at 12 feet. It's now at a point that he shoots it right in the center at 12 feet.
And the Pacers coming back.
Trying to stay fresh.
Yeah, Andrew Nembhard and Robinson Earl. And now we have a technical foul on Pascal Siakam. So Siakam did not like that call. Let Murat Kogut know it. And Emmanuel quickly will shoot the technical free throw. 9:16 to play second quarter here in Toronto. Pacers by 9, 32-23, and quickly misses. Well, one win streak has already ended tonight in Boston. Detroit's 13-game win streak came to a close. Toronto has an 8-game win streak, and Oklahoma City at 9 straight. Can the Pacers knock off the Raptors? Back cut, Battle lays it in. Jamison Battle in his second year out of Ohio State. He's in off the bench. Robinson Earl for 3.
They have been working to try to get that shot because people will have allowed him to shoot the ball because he hadn't been very effective. It's the right thing for him to do. Oh, really good recovery there.
Barnes gets inside to Pirtle, and Pirtle lays it in.
Starting to get points in the paint, Chris.
First points for Jakob Pirtle. Again, he had 22 and 9 against the Pacers back on November 15th. Isaiah Jackson back in, plays with Walker, McConnell, Robinson Earl. Jarris hops off the rim with the 3. Quickly up the floor to Barnes.
Ah, you beat him.
They lob it up to Pirtle. He left it short.
Now you got nudged a little bit underneath. But when guys turn the corner, they put a lot of pressure on your defense.
McConnell and Nembhard playing together. McConnell on the baseline. That jumper no good. Over the last 3 games, TJ had shot 75% from the field. McConnell just 2 of 6 tonight. That's a drive and a basket by Pirtle, and a Pacers timeout. Indiana's 10-point lead now down to 6. First half in Toronto. First of 2 visits here will be here on February 8th. Pacers have led by as many as 10. They have a 6-point lead. Let's check in with Jeremiah Johnson.
A lot of talk about defense in these huddles in the first half. At the quarter break, Jenny Busick had a chance to tell everyone good job in that they had 3 kills in the first quarter. Again, they keep track. A kill is 3 consecutive defensive stops. So That's not in the box score, but that's something they use to motivate the team. And along those same lines, Rick Carlisle before this game talking about the transition defense. He said, we have to create good shots, recognize when it's appropriate to crash offensively, but then get back and communicate well. Looking at fast break points right now, just 2 for Toronto.
You're right, JJ. They had 33 the last time these two teams met. Nembhard back in, Mathurin back in with Robinson, Earl, Jackson. Nembhard step back 3 behind the arc, hits for his first points. Andrew Nembhard over the last 5 or 6 games, nearly a 40% three-point shooter. Shot so well in the playoffs last year, and now Brandon Ingram steps out of bounds. And so the Pacers have it back with a 9-point lead, 38-29. They have held Toronto to 31% from the field over their 8-game win streak, coming in 5 times. Toronto shot better than 50%, 52% from the field. Inside Jackson.
Dime pass from Nembhard. Really solid pass.
Pacers lead by a game-high 11, 40-29. Ingram.
Nice help.
Robinson Earl the foul.
Just a really good read. All you got to do is be patient. Taking a look through it around the defense that time. I mean, just a heck of a pass there so Jackson can get the easy bucket.
Andrew Nembhard averaging 18 points, 6.5 assists, and as Rick Carlisle said, Quinn, this is a whole different role for the 4th-year player out of Gonzaga. No Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, it is, but it's a role, quite frankly, he knew he was going to have to play. So it's not like it's, I agree with you and Rick. He's thought about this. He just never had to do it at this level, because being that difficult defender and then trying to find a way to be an effective offensive player every play, it's just much harder. It just takes so much more energy.
Yeah, I would say Thanksgiving tomorrow, people have a full plate of food. Andrew Nembhard has a full plate each and every night. What he has to do, and he nearly got that in.
Yeah, he's got a full plate. I think of anybody on the floor, he's got the most on his plate. Siakam takes it, but Nembhard's got it. How do you make up for Tyrese Halliburton?
He had 32 points and 8 assists Friday night in their loss in Cleveland. That was a career high. Again, the 18 points per game is a career high. He averaged 10 last year in the 65 that he played, and his free throw is good. Make sure you're with us each and every night before we have our game broadcast. It's Pacers Live, brought to you by Indiana Members Credit Union. And Friday night, another NBA Emirates Cup game. The Pacers and the Wizards were on the air at 7 p.m. Tip-off at 7:30, the traditional night after Thanksgiving game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And the loose ball picked up by Mamu Kalashvili, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following us, as I hope you have with this, with the Pacers, Chris with Mamu Kalashvili is excellent. This was not a name he used to say at all.
No.
And he's gotten quite proficient at it. It's something to watch here. But I don't like the way that Memo got that basket.
I'd like to be, you know, how many football coaches, you watch a football coach's press conference and they go, hey, that 54 is a really good player.
Right.
I look at that and I go, hey, that 54.
He is a really good player.
He's a really good player.
This is who I'm waiting to see come along, Matthews.
Stop and go against Battle, goes inside to Robinson Earl. They're going to have to shoot it deep.
He can make these. Yeah, he almost made that. He shoots a lot of long-distance shots effectively.
Shed, Mamu Kalashvili, and he put it in again.
That's a heck of a play. Yeah, Coach Carlisle is doing a good. The reason he's stopping this, you can start to feel the offensive momentum start to come to the Raptors, and you need to stop that and talk it over, and that's why Coach Carlisle took the timeout.
Pacers have led by as many as 11. That was at 40-29. A 7-2 run by the Raptors has cut the margin to 6. at 42-36. Rick Carlisle with his third timeout of the first half, and it's presented by Centier Bank. Jarris Walker is the only Pacer in double figures. He has 11. And Scotty Barnes is the only Raptor with 10 or more points. He has 10. So back-to-back double-figure games for Walker. He had a career-high 21 on Monday in the loss to Detroit. Pacers shooting 47%. Toronto at just 33%. And those points in the paint are fairly even. 2016 Toronto, remember they were 78-48 back 11 nights ago.
Chris, they're starting to pick it up, the points in the paint. They've missed shots in the paint.
And now Isaiah Jackson called for the offensive foul. So Jackson picks up his first. Turnover for Indiana is number 8. Barnes, Shed, Mamukelashvili, Battle, and Ingram, the 5'4", Toronto. Shed takes it inside against Shepherd.
Really good defense by Shepherd. He forced that pass to come back out. It's fun watching these two because it's really the replacement, if you will, for Siakam. You guys have to shoot the ball. I mean, you can see how they're trying not to step on each other, Chris. That's why you see the ball in that short area pass like that. That's just one over the top. Pacers didn't get back after the made basket. That's a must.
Yeah, it's one thing if you give up transition points off a turnover, off a made basket. That's a killer for the Pacers. Here's Nembhard inside and draws the foul.
One of the things, you know, JJ was talking about was getting back in transition. And you normally worry about that, to your point, after misses. This is after a make. And Siakam got caught in front, if you will, behind Scotty Barnes, who was able to get the ball at the rim.
Nembhard, a 91% free throw shooter coming in.
Wait. We cannot have the broadcasters jinx on our own guys. Please.
At one point, he was number 1 in the league. As Jay Huff
We
checks
cannot
in.
have the broadcasters jinx on our own guys. Don't care what he was. No, Pards. That hadn't worked either way.
No. And Nembhard will have the second. Pacers by 6, 44-38. You go back to the first quarter, we had 11 lead changes and 6 ties. Nembhard now 3 of 4 at the line. He has 6. And the Pacers lead is 7 at 45-38. Well inside the halfway mark of the second quarter in Toronto. Ingram comes off the screen, flips it out to Shed for 3. Offensive rebound, though, Walter.
Boy, Shed knew he was in trouble and came to help him. Fortunately, missed the shot.
Nembhard has it center of the floor. Leaves it off for Shepherd. Siakam out to Ben.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, he's been really patient on the offensive end, but he's got to let it go.
First 3 of the night for Mathurin, second field goal. He's got 5, Pacers by 10. Barnes against Siakam.
Sealed him up.
And he walked again.
Sealed him up.
That's the second time, Quinn, that Siakam has forced Barnes to travel.
Just sealed him up. Just get in good position. Active hands as well. That ball, you can see he can't move him. Has to change pivot feet. The official right on top of the call is made.
Toronto, for the first time, will be in the quarterfinals of the Emirates NBA Cup. Indiana made it all the way to the championship game 2 years ago in Las Vegas. And that's a foul on Quickly.
Here's the key, I think, for Indiana. They forced this Toronto team to play in half court, which they're not as adroit in doing. They can run up and down, but half court offense is just not something they do particularly well.
Lead the league in fast break points at 21 per game. Pacers doing a good job here in the first half, and that's a foul on Barnes.
Yeah, they're making the calls different. That call wasn't made in the first 4 minutes, so the adjustment has to be made by both sides. The Pacers have to read that and be willing to make that adjustment. That call wasn't made early.
That is the 15th foul against Toronto, so the Pacers in the penalty for the final 3:53. And a couple of more free throws for Andrew Nembhard. And so Nembhard with another free throw, and now this from Galitko and Daly.
Injured at work? For a free consultation, call IndianaWorkers.com. The Work Injury Lawyers. IndianaWorkers.com. We go to work when you can.
And Nembhard misses his second free throw.
So when you're now, the Pacers have to understand, they're making that call so that you don't want to get in foul trouble trying to defend.
Walter answers with a three. Just their second of the night. They are 2 of 12 from behind the arc.
Get it to Siakam. They've switched it with quickly. Make them have to help and then get it to a shooter. There you go. Make it because they had to help. Shot clock.
Mathurin raises up and rims it out. 3:20 to play first half.
Yeah, Chris, but again, they used 20 seconds on the shot clock. That slows the game down for Toronto, which is what you have to look at.
Huff guarding Pirtle, quickly off that handoff, inside with the right hand. So again, Toronto cuts it to 6 after the Pacers build a double-figure lead. Nembhard trying to get around Walter, moves to the right side.
Carried the ball. Discontinued dribble. Matter of fact, I watched Toronto tell the officials that Nembhard had done that before. So they make him aware that that's the way he does, so you have to honor that.
And Pirtle lays it in. He's got 6. And now Toronto as close as they've been in this quarter.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle really doesn't want to use a timeout.
No, he's already used 3.
Yeah, he only got 4 left. Quickly just came and they just called a foul.
It's a loose.
Siakam.
And that's his 3rd. So after the turnover, Indiana's, let's check that, Indiana's 11th. We walk the other way for free throws.
You got a JJ update?
Yep, JJ update.
Grady Dick had a hard fall. He's still being evaluated, but the Raptors have ruled him out for the remainder of this game, so one less player off of that bench for the Raptors.
Well, that's one less shooter. Thank you, JJ.
And now quickly at the line to try to cut it to 2.
Here's the interesting thing. Coach Carlisle just waved. I mean, I don't know Coach Darko. Coach Carlisle just waved back on the floor. Siakam, you noted he's got 3 fouls.
He's got 3 fouls.
That's a risk you take with somebody you feel can handle it and not pick up that 4th.
Pacers led 49-38. 8 straight Raptors points now. And it will end with Siakam grabbing the rebound. Pacers have 4 starters and Jay Huff on the floor.
Yeah, they've run this lineup quite a bit in this first half.
Mathurin got in trouble.
Well, he traveled actually and got away with it.
Transition, Ingram. Walter at the rim, blocked by Huff. The second leading block shots player in the NBA with the block. Now puts it on the floor.
Yeah, he got pushed.
Nembhard down the lane, pull-up jumper, it's short. Ingram the rebound. Barnes finds Pirtle, right back to Barnes.
I'm glad they decided not to attack Siakam.
Ingram, short, Barnes the rebound.
He does a lot of good work for them. You got to know it.
Pirtle grabs the offensive rebound. Whoa!
Ooh, they're gonna check it. They're gonna check it and see if it's worthy of a review. Yes, I think they're gonna challenge it. They're going to challenge it.
Scotty Barnes.
They got the timeout. Oh no, they got delay a game. Oh my goodness, he's called a delay a game.
So they will not let the Pacers challenge it. But Scotty Barnes was trying to take the ball right out of Courtney Kirkland's hands. So with the delay of game, the Pacers cannot call the timeout because it becomes a dead ball. Quickly, Hurdle, no good. Mathurin the rebound. Final minute, first half in Toronto. Pacers have led the entire second quarter after 11 lead changes in the first. Walker couldn't get the rebound.
You got to watch Scotty Barnes on the other end.
And that's loose and put in.
Because Andrew Nembhard had him when they started out on the break, so he was going to get the ball at some point.
10 straight Raptors points. Nembhard out to Huff, wide open for three, too strong. And now Toronto could take a first half lead after Indiana led by as many as 11. Shot clock and game clock about a 4-second difference. Ingram comes off the screen, chased by Walker with 4 to shoot. Out to Quickly for 3. And a loose ball foul.
They grabbed him. I don't know who it was, but they may have given Siakam the 4th foul because they said he held Scotty Barnes. This is the play where the timeout needed. The Pacers are trying to get a timeout. See, that's what I thought. Siakam, that's a delay of game. That's what they call. What Siakam was trying to do was make the official hold up so they could, the Pacers back row, to check to see if that was in fact the right call that had been made before. But in doing so, he got called for a delay of game before Rick could call the timeout in order to check and take the challenge. And then at that point, Coach Carlisle just wisely probably decided not to take the challenge.
An 11-0 run as Garrison Matthews comes in for the first time. Coming up, JJ and Eddie with our Chevrolet halftime report. And Toronto has the lead. 12 straight points. Mathurin with 2 seconds. 1 second. Puts it up, and it's short. And the Indiana Pacers, after leading by as many as 11, go scoreless. A 12-0 run. The Pacers went scoreless in the final 3:53 of the first half. And Quinn, the Raptors will have a 1-point lead at the break.
Yeah, and the Pacers, and Nembhard's trying to make sure he gets his point across about carrying the ball. But the Pacers did well. They ran out a little bit of gas. I like it in the second half. The biggest concern, this gentleman has 4 fouls. That's huge for the Pacers.
The Chevrolet halftime show is next with JJ and Eddie in Toronto. 50-49, Raptors have the lead on FanDuel Sports Network. We are just minutes away from the start of the third quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Raptors, who have won 8 straight, lead by 1, 50-49. Just moments ago on the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance sideline, Jeremiah Johnson a chance to visit with Pacers assistant coach Jim Boylan.
Jim, I would have preferred this interview with 21 minutes played in the first half instead of 24. What happened during those last 3 minutes, second quarter?
Well, our defense broke down in the half court. We've had a good half defensively, but the roller got behind us. They got some plays at the rim. We had some difficult offense that led to that. But we just got to keep playing our game. We got to get quality shots. We got to stay down, stay square, keep them in front of us. They want to play a really fast-paced game. We got to make them play in the half court.
Before the game, if I would have said they're shooting 37% and they only have 50 points, though, you probably take it. So in general, you liked your defense.
I mean, we're right where we need to be on the road. We got to make some shots and we got to get some stops.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Pacers in their last 7 possessions of the first half, 0 for 4 from the field, 3 turnovers, and that's how that lead got away. It was 11. It's now a 1-point deficit.
They ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, halftime came just in time. Now, another thing you got to get, Jarris Walker had 11 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to get it going. And Siakam is going to have to be mindful of the fact that he has 4 fouls. And you can see all of a sudden Scotty Barnes, who we talked about at the top of the show, is coming alive. I'm worried about Brandon Ingram as well. They have a number of people And they don't have R.J. Barrett on the floor, but they have a number of people that can get going, particularly with, now add quickly to it. They can get going with that. What the Pacers have to do and what we talked about was make it a half-court game. A full-court game, Toronto has a better chance to win that.
Quinn, we had a little bit of spillage.
Spillage!
And that's why we had a little bit of a delay, and now the Pacers have it. We're underway in the third quarter. We had 12 lead changes and 7 ties in the first half, the bulk of those in the first 12 minutes. Nembhard tried to draw a foul, but didn't work.
Yeah, but it threw off the timing of the play, too. Because that pass needed to go right away to Siakam, and it didn't.
Jacoby Walter starts the second half. He did not start the game. It was the rookie Colin Murray-Boyles. Ingram guarded by Walker, raises up for 3,
short.
Way short. Saved though, and it's right to Walker. And it's going to be right off Jarris's knee.
But I don't think he thought that Toronto was going to have a chance to get back there. He gets it. Yeah, it's off his leg.
Ingram on the baseline and fouled by Walker. Walker upset with that last call.
Well, you think he's upset with the last call? I think he's upset with himself that he couldn't stop in time and fouled Ingram.
Now the question is, was that a pass or a shot?
No, I thought he wanted to shoot it. They're saying he didn't. He didn't get it into shooting motion, but he gathered it.
Would you assume that Scotty Barnes is going to be on the attack with Pascal Siakam with 4 fouls?
Oh, he's got to attack him. The question becomes, how do the Pacers help one another, and particularly Siakam when he gets the ball? That's another foul on Walker.
Quinn mentioned it. He started out hot. 11 first quarter points, 3 first quarter threes, scoreless since. He is the only Pacer in double figures. Barnes the only Raptor with 16.
I like it. The pace is down. He's got to take a tough shot.
Ingram had it poked away. 1 second on the shot clock, and Ingram hits the jumper.
Afraid to get the foul after he chipped away at the ball. Walker's had that was a tough possession for him. And he was afraid he was going to get a foul and backed off just enough for Ingram to clear space to make the shot.
That is 14 points in a row, and it will stay that way on the miss by Jarris Walker.
Watch Scotty Barnes trailing.
And Siakam right there for the rebound. Barnes, a 40% three-point shooter, didn't look like it there, and Quickly with the foul. Emmanuel Quickly, 6th year out of Kentucky.
No, there was a little inside the game here. Now watch, there's a bump there. This you call it, a little bump there. Now watch, a little more action there. A little game inside the game.
They come to double in the corner. And Siakam going to the basket, fouled by Pirtle. And Pascal Siakam to shoot free throws to try and end this 14-0 run by the Raptors. They scored the last 12 of the first half, the first 2 of this half. Siakam had 8 first half points. 5 straight 20-point games, and he misses the front end of the 2-shot free throw. And now a message from Hope Plumbing.
You may not think much about unclogging a drain. To us, sort of an art of mastery. We take on that clog with zest to make sure your pipes are flowing and your home is as safe as possible. We're basically superheroes.
Missed them both, and Siakam over the last 7 games, 84% at the line. Quickly at the feet of Pirtle, a 3 by Walter.
This is a good call. He had to get a timeout because they know exactly what they want to do, and the Pacers have to speed up the thought process here.
Tonight, Indiana Pacers basketball on FanDuel Sports Network is presented by Andy Moore Automotive, where more means more. By Ascension St. Vincent, listening to you, caring for you. And by GameBridge, take control of growing your savings with GameBridge. 17 straight points by Toronto, bookending the end of the first half, the start of the second. Indiana on its last 10 possessions, 0 of 7 from the field with 3 turnovers.
Yeah, but you're only talking about a 6-point game. I mean, I don't get me wrong. It's significant that there's a 12-0 run, but it's not like the Raptors have run away. It's better than it was.
Walker up top, halfway through the shot clock. Nembhard back.
Still trying to shoot it over the side.
Walter has hit a pair of threes, make it 3.
When the double team came, Walter was left open in that left corner, or the right corner, to knock down a 3.
20 straight points for Toronto. And now out of a double, Walter the steal. Thrown down by Ingram. 22 straight points. The last 12 of the first half, the first 8 of the second half.
Almost got another one. Their hands have gotten more active. I mean, the kind of things you and I had talked about, you know, the Raptors do to get themselves in full court, their activity. You see coming backside, Walter comes to get that. You see loping in after this miss and a potential block by Siakam is Ingram, who put it in.
And Siakam fouled by Scotty Barnes. Again, it was 50-49 at halftime, so 10 straight to start the second half. And Siakam, who missed both ends of a 2-shot foul earlier in this quarter, will have 2 more. .41 to play as Toronto has flipped the script.
That would be considered a bad miss. Foul shot. There you go. Let's see if that gets it going.
So that ends 22 straight by the Raptors. Quickly guarded by Mathurin, beats him down the lane, into the corner. Ingram for 3.
Ooh. Rick wanted to call a timeout. I can see him get ready to go to the official. But I believe he's only got 2 left. Is that right?
Well, he would have. And here's Jackson with the dunk.
He took 1, and I only thought he had 3 coming into the half, into the second half.
He still has 3 left.
He has 3?
He has 3.
Okay. Stay down.
Free throw line, Ingram.
Yeah, Rick called. He was going to call him the last time, and he called it this time.
We'll take the timeout as well, as the Raptors now lead the Pacers by 13. A 13-point lead for Toronto. Still a long way to go. 7:54 to play here at Scotiabank Arena. Indiana had an 11-point lead late first half here in Toronto. A look at our FanDuel same-game parlay. The total parlay odds are plus 242. The third quarter spread 12.5. It's minus 114. The total points over 57.5 plus 100. Those odds are subject to change. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change Quick Change. You said it off air, Quinn. He's been very quick to produce here in the third quarter.
He really has. He's given him an anchor, if you will, on the offensive end. He's the Valvoline quick change player of the game.
Ingram with 9 of his 17 in the first 4.5 minutes.
But they can count on him for offense, and they couldn't do that necessarily in the first half. In the second half, they can.
Nembhard is way short.
Trying anything he can to get it some offense, just a jolt of offense here in this Pacer game.
Jay Huff is in, replacing Isaiah Jackson. Jackson's dunk about a minute ago ended 8 minutes to score a field goal. They had the free throw from Siakam. Into the hands of Nembhard. The Pacers have a chance to run, but Toronto gets back. Nembhard inside, and that's Pacers ball. Outside of Toronto.
Yeah, I see his father comes to a number of Pacers games, and his son Ryan, who's with the Mavericks, is going to be a player that the Mavericks are going to have to play. Like right now, he's coming up. I mean, he's not playing hardly at all. Good ball movement. He can't touch it. Did he get blocked? It's either one or two things. Did he foul it? Okay, he fouled it. Thank you. I thought Siakam lost it and he couldn't touch it.
They're going to say, I guess, no foul. Now Darko Rakovic is going to challenge.
He's going to challenge it, because what he's going to say is, is there a challenge light up? If they're going to challenge it, what they're going to look at is whether or not he, in fact, the ball didn't get it back. That's traveling.
Courtney Kirkland is our crew chief. Murad Kogut and Sheree Mitchell round out our crew, and here comes Courtney to the microphone.
The ruling on the floor is the ball being awarded to Indiana. Toronto is challenging the ruling in this play.
A Sprite coach's challenge with Darko Rakovic, the third-year head coach of the Toronto Raptors, who will be in the Emirates NBA Cup quarterfinals for the first time. Remember, 2 years ago, Indiana went 4-0 in group play. A win against Boston at Gainbridge Field in the semifinals against the Bucks. Here's another look.
The question is, did he touch the ball? I think he did. I think Ingram touched the ball. And if Ingram touched the ball, then Siakam is allowed to get it again. If Ingram has not touched the ball and is deemed that way, it is a discontinued dribble or traveling.
You see the shot clock at 3.4.
Yeah, he touched that ball. The way he does, but when you see that particular shot, you could see the ball all of a sudden, the ball take a spin momentarily in the opposite direction where Ingram got his hands on the ball.
The question is, Quinn, did Pascal Siakam then touch it after the fact?
He can touch it then. Yeah, he can touch it then. He can't touch it if Ingram hasn't touched it. Because if Ingram hasn't touched it, he lost the ball and he's grabbing it back after a shot, which you can't do.
After review, the ball was last touched by Indiana prior to it going out of bounds. The ruling on the floor has been overturned. It is a successful challenge. Since Toronto is taking their third timeout, they will retain their timeout and they will have their second challenge. Ball will be awarded to Toronto on the baseline.
So this was about out of bounds. They effectively said the ball did get touched, so he's allowed to touch it, but he touched it last. Siakam touched it last.
And so Toronto gets it with 6:57 to play.
Didn't make my day, I can tell you that.
Quinn, that's already the 14th Indiana turnover.
With this team, you have to play knowing that's what they force you to do. Now, they're trying to get Siakam to get a fifth foul. He just got what's called offense, called traveling instead.
That's the third time that Scotty Barnes has traveled against Siakam.
You're right, partner. And I think Siakam does a nice job defensively. Yeah, there's no challenge there. They're just going to play.
TJ McConnell has come in for the first time in the second half. Pacers trying to get something going offensively.
Let it go. Yeah, let it go. Because they've got that length, and if you get some space for TJ anybody at that spot, if you're 12 feet, you got to let it go.
6 points for McConnell. Coming over the top, McConnell nearly had the steal.
White ball, he said. But he changed it at the last minute. Recognition from the weak side on the defense is what that's about. Just a real good job. Oh, he's got size.
Doubling comes. Siakam, they nearly had it.
Yeah, Ingram held it. Quick. That's what he does. Yeah, Ingram held on that last play.
Yeah.
But Pirtle gets his body in position and comes up with it.
Into the corner. Shepard has it now. Off against Ingram.
You're gonna be careful you try to out-dribble this school.
Rolled off the rim from Siakam. Ingram back the other way. Quickly, baseline against Huff. You see Indiana just 2 of 9 in the quarter. Toronto 7 of 12. They attack Siakam. Great defense again by Siakam. Center of the lane, puts it up and couldn't get it. Put it back in.
Staying after it. And that's the kind of tenacity you have to have. It's gone bad for about 6 minutes here, but actually a little bit longer than that considering into the second quarter.
Pacers down by 11. They led by 11, and putting it in is Quickly. 10 points for Emmanuel Quickly. All 5 of their regular starters all average better than 10 points per game. Quickly is one of those at 14 per game as McConnell scores again.
Make it work, TJ. Make it work.
69-58 Toronto. 4.5 to play in the third. Quickly missed it. Huff the rebound. Pacers on the run. It's Shepard laying it in. And that will bring a Toronto timeout.
TJ's come in bringing some energy with Shepard. You're right, there's a lot of energy there. That gives these guys something to go in this timeout, come back, and see just some things to get done. TJ will talk about it.
Set now down to 9 with 4:25 to play in the third. 69-60. Toronto with the lead. Raptors trying to win their 9th straight and their 7th straight here at home. Detroit earlier tonight lost on the road at Boston. Their 13-game win streak comes to an end. Let's take a look at the NBA on Prime upcoming matchups. Friday night after Thanksgiving, a doubleheader for you. Milwaukee at New York and Dallas at the LA Lakers. It's the final night of Emirates NBA Cup group play.
Now, will we see Giannis in Milwaukee with the Milwaukee?
I'm not sure he's back yet. I'm not sure he's back yet.
How about Anthony Davis with the Lakers and Dallas?
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic, hey.
That's a great night of basketball on Prime. Again, the final night of NBA Cup group play. Toronto has already clinched Group A. Milwaukee has a chance to be in the quarterfinals for a 3rd consecutive year. Ingram. And threw it in. An 11-point quarter for Brandon Ingram. And a chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Nembhard. And that's his first. 86% free throw shooter is Ingram. This is his 3rd team. He was the 2nd pick overall by the Lakers back in 2016. Was involved in that Anthony Davis trade that sent Davis from the Pelicans to the Lakers. McConnell, front court, 4 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. With Shepard, Nembhard, Walker, and Huff.
Yeah, but look how they play McConnell. He can get the shot because they got Ingram playing just short of a zone, and he really hadn't covered McConnell. McConnell just got to a good spot where he can knock down the jump shot.
McConnell tonight 5 of 9 from the field, 10 points. It's his 4th straight double-figure game off the bench. And that's blocked by Huff. And rebounded by Jacoby Walter, who has 8 in the quarter and 11 on the night. Again, they've got Ingram guarding McConnell.
You see, he hasn't left the inside of the free throw line. Get him. Get him. Oh, I thought McConnell had him. When he gets that little spin, he does a terrific job coming out of it to find the basket.
Jamal Shead is back in. Ingram down in the paint, left it short. Rebound by Walker. Shepard for three.
He's due. Yeah, he's
Got
due.
it.
And that's the kind of shot that anybody will typically make when you're struggling. One that probably shouldn't take.
Only 20% on the year from three-point range. Was 0 of 3 on Monday against the Pistons. That's no good. Off the rebound. Pacers down 9, have cut it to single digits after trailing by 13. McConnell in the corner for three.
Shoot it.
Short.
That's all right. He's got to shot. I mean, it's not all right that he missed, but he's got to shoot it because the team was standing there waiting on him to take the shot.
Ingram no good. Off the rebound. Just over 2 minutes to play. Running is Shepard, and it's blocked by Ingram. At the feet, bad pass Shed. Taken by Walker, 4 on 3. Walker lays it in.
The problem is you're playing at their pace. To me, that's a problem. You haven't forced, because you've got to force this group to play a half-court game. If you're running up and down, even though you're not making shots, eventually they'll go on a run.
7-point lead, Toronto. Nearly taken by McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Shed for 3. In and out, no good. Nembhard the rebound. Indiana trying to end the third quarter like Toronto ended the second. Shepard, catch, shoot 3 again. And Ingram the rebound. Pacers 7 of 25 from 3. Toronto 5 of 22.
Good defense. You stop their initial attacks. They're struggling now.
Ingram draws the foul.
Chris, he had to make up something because you stop their initial attack, they really struggle.
And Ingram goes to the free throw line. A 20-point night for Brandon Ingram. His 13th of the year, 10th year out of Duke.
Went to LA first. It didn't quite work out there. Then went to New Orleans. And you know, I would say pedestrian might be what you would call what was going on there. But he's set out after getting hurt here once he got traded here. And he seemingly, Chris, has found new life.
Yeah, played just 18 games last year with an injury. Now a message from Bell Tire.
At Bell Tire, we're giving free lifetime maintenance with every tire we sell. And beating anyone's price.
Another day getting people back on the road. Bell Tire. That's how we are changing tires.
Mathurin, Jackson, and Robinson Earl check in for the Pacers. You see Scotty Barnes back on the floor. And 2 missed free throws by Ingram.
Great pass.
Somehow he finds Shepard for 3.
I mean, just a really good play there by Jackson. I mean, he caught it, was headed out of bounds, got it back, and then got it out to Shep that made the shot.
And the Pacers have cut a 13-point lead down to 4 with a 14-5 run. Jackson the rebound. Pacers could go 2 for 1. And that's going to be a foul on Jackson.
Boy, that's a tough one, because you break some momentum when you do that.
Second offensive foul on Isaiah Jackson, a 15th turnover for the Pacers.
Yeah, but it's the timeliness of that one, Chris.
Yeah. They had a chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Right.
Jamison Battle comes in. Saw him briefly.
He's not nearly as good this far out.
There's that Denary call, right?
That was surely a Denary. There's no question about the foul. It just came late.
That's that late whistle after the ball did not go in. And Scotty Barnes will earn a trip to the line. He has not scored in this quarter. He had 16 first half points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Now 9 of 9. He's 1 of 3 players on this Raptors team that in their career against the Pacers average better than 20 points per game. Barnes averages 21, Ingram averages 21, and R.J. Barrett, who's not playing tonight, averages 23. Shot clock is off. 6-point Raptors lead. McConnell gets inside. Fade away. No good. Rebound battle, and that's how the quarter will end. But the Pacers in much better shape than when they trailed by 13. It's a 6-point game on FanDuel Sports Network. The Pacers were down 13 in the third quarter. Rick Carlisle put T.J. McConnell in, and T.J. went to work when our Menards big money feature.
I mean, he didn't get a McConnell, which we typically like to see, but he was big money when it was an opportunity to get a bucket for the Pacers. Deliver it either to his teammate, or if there's an opportunity to get to his spot, makes a shot. It's good to see him back on the Menards. Big money.
5 of 12 from the field. 10 points for McConnell, 1 of 3 in double figures. Walker has 13, Siakam has 11, Ingram 20, Barnes 18, 11 for Jacoby Walter, and 10 for Quickly, the 4 double-figure scores for Toronto.
Very good defense here because Jackson is on Quickly, and he's had the ball in his hand for almost 8 seconds. Throw it to him. Yeah, throw it to him because they got the same matchup. He got pushed. They didn't call it. But what they had was Quickly had to all of a sudden come back and guard Jackson, who ran to the rim on the other end, and they were able to get the ball to him.
And the Pacers cut the deficit to 4, 76-72. Just underway fourth quarter. Mathurin starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but I like the ball pressures the Pacers are putting on them, so there's no easy passes.
Shed down the lane, puts it up off the glass.
Oh, no, he pushed in the back. He pushed Jackson in the back.
And a loose ball foul on Jakob Poeltl. He got away with one of those earlier, didn't he?
Yeah. And he's used to getting away with it.
All right, let's check in with JJ.
T.J. McConnell, impactful in this game. He was not on the court end of second quarter, early third quarter during that 22-0 run. And before this game, Rick Carlisle said he's doing better and better, playing well. He creates great opportunities, and this is key. He said, we can't get enough of his contributions.
And the Pacers can't get enough of those threes going in by Benedict Mathurin. It's a 1-point game. Shed, guarded by McConnell.
Who did a really good job getting back in front of Shed.
Quickly, shot clock down to 4. 12 for Emmanuel Quickly. He's been in double figures in 16 of the 19 games that Toronto has played.
Again, I like this pace. This pace is the right pace for the Pacers. Because Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's 78-75. Usually, that's a third quarter score.
Yes.
But when you want to slow down a team like Toronto, this is where you have to get it, where they have to play possession by possession. They don't get 3 possessions in a row where they're running up and down and getting baskets. And that's what the Pacers have done successfully.
And a miss by Isaiah Jackson. He made his earlier free throws back in the first quarter. 8 points for Jackson. And we go above the rim, brought to you by Indiana Wesleyan University. The Pacers tonight just 12 of 18 at the free throw line. That's just 67%. Toronto is 17 of 21, 81%. And another 2 missed free throw opportunity for Indiana. Quickly off the screen. And draws the foul.
Ooh. I'm with Jack on that. That's one where Quickly took the ball and put it into Jackson's arm. Now watch what he does with the ball. He'll take it and put it into Jackson's arm. And Jack is saying, no way.
Quickly, 15.5 points, last 8 during their win streak. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. In his second full season in Toronto. And the long rebound comes out to Shepard. It's a 4-point Toronto lead, 79-75. Pacers have led by 11. Toronto had a 13-point lead. Mathurin against Mamukevashvili. He wanted the foul, nothing doing. Running is quickly. Pull up three.
That's his deal. I know it's a bad shot in my opinion, but that's his deal.
Mathurin goes to the basket. The step through, blocked by Barnes.
He stepped through Barnes, and Barnes got back to block the shot. That's an offensive foul, no question.
What a flurry of activity here with nobody scoring.
I mean, watch. That's Barnes who he goes by, and Barnes gets back. I don't know if he got it before he got over the rim, but at any rate, he got back and got the block, and then coming back on the successive play. Nice job taking the charge by McConnell.
Pacers still down just 4, 79-75. Siakam resting on the bench. Nembhard as well. Catch and shoot three. Got it again. Mathurin.
Yeah, that's a tough shot too, because that wasn't a rhythm shot.
3 threes for Benedict Mathurin, but quickly answers with a basket. 3-point Toronto lead. McConnell makes it a 1-point game.
This is the T.J. McConnell we all started to see in the finals, and this, you know, once you got to the looking at the finals, you knew T.J. was going to get in position to knock down shots. Pacers are down 1, just under 9 to go.
Alongside Quinn Buckner, I'm Chris Denary. Jeremiah Johnson on the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance sideline. Eddie Gill will join him for the post-game show. Brian Woodrum is our producer. Kyle Jenish is our director tonight. And Quinn mentioned it. We saw T.J. McConnell do that all last year, especially in the postseason. And McConnell has energized his team with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists off the bench.
Well, yes, and Chris, this is part of getting healthy for the Pacers, to be able to take a better look at what you have. We get where Tyrese is and what you have to do at the center position, but getting guys back healthy. What TJ's been able to do is sustain it. He couldn't do that before, Chris. He couldn't sustain whatever good play he had because he didn't have the legs after he came back off the hamstring.
And it's blocked by Jackson.
Really solid defense because Mamukevashvili could not get to the rim.
And now the Pacers can regain the lead after they trailed by 13. They were outscored 22-0. Mathurin for 3, his 3rd of the quarter.
He had the matchup he liked. Mamukevashvili has no chance to guard Mathurin, and I'm glad he's kind of settled into this position because he hadn't been looking to get shots going. I thought in the first half probably should have looked harder.
Benedict Mathurin 4 of 7 tonight from 3, 3 of them in this 4th, and the Pacers by 2. Ingram puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by McConnell. They do this with Siakam. Here is a 3. Mathurin again, short. With Siakam and Nembhard resting. Quickly, baseline. And we're tied at 83. .7:29 to play. A host of Raptors waiting at the scorer's bench to check in. McConnell will put it in.
Give it to him, TJ. They fell asleep on battle.
He missed the dunk. And the Pacers have it back the other way.
Well, they've got challenged.
And Mathurin is fouled, claps his hands, will go to the free throw line.
Mathurin does a really nice job getting himself going here in this second half. He's out here. He's got a matchup that you got to like. Mamukevashvili can't guard that. And so you can see he was able to get in there. Oh, we got a little conversation going against, over there to the bench. Not the Pacers bench, the Raptors bench.
Benedict Mathurin has had 4 10-point quarters already this year. Did it 25 times last year. And a number of those were in the 4th quarter. And with that free throw, he has a 10-point 4th quarter.
Oh, I like this. They're coming with basically almost just short of being your starters group. But what you have is there's not Jarris Walker in. It's TJ who's carried the offense here in the second half for the most part.
McConnell will stay out there.
Right. He stays there, and everybody else, well, Huff is not with the starting lineup, but he played a lot with the starting lineup in the first half.
Also changes for Toronto. And Mathurin left it short. 3-point Pacers lead. 7 minutes to play in Toronto. Raptors won both games here a year ago. Siakam, and that's Ingram losing the ball.
Defended by Siakam with 4 fouls.
He's played the last 18 minutes with 4 fouls. Mathurin guarded by Walter. And Mathurin stepped out of bounds. Nope. Ben Shepherd is coming to the scorer's bench, but he cannot get in. He'll come in at the next dead ball. 6.5 to play and a holding foul off the ball, and there's the foul on Siakam, his 5th.
Siakam is saying he locked it.
TJ McConnell is going to leave. He'll get a breather. And he was huge in bringing Indiana back from that 13-point deficit.
It's just been good to see him get his breath. We'll see on the right side. I'm not sure where the hook is. I mean, that was more of a grab. I didn't see the hook that Siakam said was there. That's what I was looking for.
Walter goes inside and scores. He has been big off the Raptors bench. He has 13. Huff fakes the 3.
Yeah, well, he wasn't faking it. He got called. Sheed got out there quick enough that he couldn't get it off. So at that point, he's got to find a way to pass it.
Mathurin lobs it up, putting it down is Huff.
What a heady play by Mathurin. You see Huff at the rim with size, throw it up there, let him go get it.
88-85, Indiana by 3, halfway through the 4th quarter. Both teams have had double-figure leads.
Yes, but this is a difficult way for Toronto to play.
Walter, shot clock down to 3. Ingram.
No, they don't deserve it from that. Pacers played really good defense. That shot was taken with 5 seconds on the shot clock because the defense was that good.
Siakam against Shed, and Shed commits the foul.
Recognition of the opportunity and then decision-making is really what I talk about in basketball. In life, that opportunity presented itself for Mathurin. He reacted the right way, threw it at the rim. The only person that could get it was Huff. That's again, I watched Mathurin. That's growth. He wouldn't even look for that 2 years ago. Now he's become a better scorer, and that makes him a scorer that can get free when you know that if you challenge him, he can make plays too.
Emmanuel quickly has come back in, guards Nembhard. Huff catches, fires, and misses the 3. 88-85. Pacers by 3. Quickly dumps it out to Barnes, who's back in. His jumper good.
Quickly took advantage of his quicks. Everybody came to help and left Barnes open on the other side.
Barnes has 20, his 7th 20-point game. Nembhard gets inside against Pirtle.
I like it. I liked him clearing that space.
Just the 2nd field goal in 9 attempts tonight for Nembhard. But the Pacers lead by 3. Barnes put it up, draws a foul.
Who's it on?
It's on Huff.
You may like it, but you'll take it. Because otherwise you got on Siakam and you're going under the 5-minute mark. Oh, what time is this, Chris?
It is clutch time.
Ah, thank you.
2nd straight game for the Pacers. They played in the clutch on Monday against Detroit. 6 of the first 8 games this year the Pacers played in clutch time. Had that double overtime loss on opening night to Oklahoma City. The last-second loss to Dallas on the road. 2 free throws by Barnes. He has 22. The Pacers lead is 1. 90-89 with 4.5 to play. Mathurin gets around Barnes, goes inside, and a charge.
Yeah. Walter was standing there from the beginning. Now, the question is whether his feet were in the block. I don't think so, but Walter's standing there. I watched him change directions. Now watch, Walter's here. He's out. You know, before he picks the ball up, he was already in position.
Pacers rallied back from a 22-0 run by Toronto to have the lead. Now the Raptors looking to regain the lead here in the 4th. Barnes draws the foul on Mathurin. And so Barnes back at the free throw line. And Barnes, 12 of 12 tonight. He's a rebound shy of a double-double. He has 22 points and 9 rebounds, and he's tied it at 90. Let's check in with JJ for our Michelob courtside close-up.
Just a moment ago, Josh Corbeil, head athletic trainer, went and had a conversation with TJ McConnell. I don't know the extent of the conversation, but I'm guessing something about his minutes played and whether he can go back in. He's played 20 minutes. Before this game, Rick Carlisle knew exactly how many TJ played on Monday, saying he played 22. We'll see if TJ is needed for the finish.
4 minutes to play.
Yeah, he's played the best for the better part of the game. So, yeah, I would say he's needed.
Nembhard for 3.
Get the stay here. That's good. Got to get that board.
I'm looking at the bench. Rick Carlisle is.
No, the question. No. The question is, you're at the wrong bench. Will they challenge on the other side? They're going to TJ. Oh, that's what you're talking about for TJ.
TJ McConnell is quickly up off the bench. He was in the tunnel. I think he was on one of the bikes.
Because you got to hand me, you got to keep it warm.
Is he?
They're challenging. Yeah, they're challenging this. That's why I was saying you're looking at the wrong bench, because I'm looking at him. He's looking to challenge, but Rick Carlisle did the right thing. Get TJ back in after break. You got 4 minutes. Pacers are down 1.
For the second time tonight, Toronto coach Darko Rajakovic with a Sprite coach's challenge, but this time, Quinn, it does not go in his favor.
No, it doesn't. And the official on the backside could see very clearly that in trying to get that rebound, that there was a grab of the jersey by Brandon Ingram, and Jay Huff is going to go to the foul line.
Again, it's the second to last night of group play. Toronto has already clinched Group A. They will be in the quarterfinals, and really it's all about seeding for them. This game important. If you go 4-0 in group play, then that sets up your seeding. 4 teams will make it from the East, 4 from the West. The 3 group winners plus a wild card. Indiana went 4-0 2 years ago, won the quarterfinal game against Boston, then beat Milwaukee in Vegas. Huff has tied it with his 8th point, but he can't give the Pacers the lead. Tied at 91.
Oh, now I hear the fan base trying to get into this, because they have been no part of this. Yeah, they have been no part of this game in any meaningful way.
93-91, Ingram has 24.
Oh, over and back by Mathurin. Now I thought he got nudged some, but that's over and back. Once the ball comes across the front court, it can no longer come in the back court. It's established in the front court. In this case, it did.
Pacers with their 18th turnover. And the Raptors have the ball in a 2-point lead. Quickly guarded by Nembhard. Gives it now to Ingram. Siakam playing with 5 fouls.
I like this. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because Siakam is going to guard him on that one.
Shot clock at 6. Quickly with 4.
quick.
Quickly,
Short.
no good. McConnell the rebound. Pacers a chance to tie or take the lead.
All you want to do is get a good look. You don't have to be in a hurry. Just get a good look. Because you're in a game that they're not as good at, Chris. I just don't think Toronto's good in a half-court game.
Huff, get
Way to pound it on him. Jay Huff. Turn the corner on them. Oh, yes.
Tied at 93. Huff with 10. Ingram, 18 feet. 26 for Brandon Ingram. 95-93. McConnell.
Got him again. Oh! I was going to say, got him again.
2 minutes to play. Raptors trying to win their 8th, make it their 9th straight. They've won 6 straight here at Scotiabank Arena. Second best record in the East. Ingram misses. And Huff the rebound. Tipped it now to McConnell.
Play with Huff. Yeah, play with Huff.
McConnell scores!
Sweet move from Ingram. Got up quickly. Kind of short arm that thing up on the backboard. Reverse over his head for the make.
12 of his 16 in the second half. As the Pacers have rallied from a 13-point deficit, we're tied at 95. Ingram, free throw line.
Quick.
Rebound Nembhard. Pacers a chance to take the lead.
I'm looking on the other side. I've got to find to see where Siakam is.
Nembhard underneath, out to McConnell.
Got room, got room.
Quinn, we have an Ascension St. Vincent heart-pounding moment.
Without a doubt. Huff does a terrific job. Takes off outside the restraining area, restricted area, and gets a heart-pounding moment from Ascension. Jay-Huff!
Tied at 95. Mathurin guarding Barnes.
Got to come help.
10 to shoot. The double comes quickly. Puts it up, no good. Rebound Huff.
That got partially blocked by Huff. He redirected it. It was in the air, and his fingers got on it. You got a tied game with the ball.
12-second difference, game and shot clock. Siakam against Quickly, against his former team.
I like both of these.
Ducks inside, blocked by Poeltl.
They're going to play without a timeout.
13 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to play without the timeout.
6 seconds. Ingram against Siakam.
No. It ain't the 6/10 of a second. It's a 2-point game, but it's 6/10 of a second.
Brandon Ingram has scored 6 in the quarter. 0.6 to play. They lead it by 2.
He had all kinds of body language that said he wanted the ball here. Before he got it, Siakam's in a good spot. Sometimes the offense is just better than the defense. This isn't bad defense. That's pretty darn good offense by Ingram.
26 for Ingram. A timeout with 0.6. Poeltl had the block shot on the other end of Siakam going to the rim.
He did, but Chris, I'm telling you, the Pacers are wherever this ends up, I like the way the Pacers have fought, the way they've controlled the game. And you can see people getting healthy. You can see the contributions of Jay Health, and the Andy Moore Automotive post-game show is coming right up, where you get the presser, some highlights and analysis. But I really like it. I don't want to take the loss, but I'm getting healthy has made a difference.
And let's see what the Pacers have drawn up. 0.6 of a second.
We got to listen. You got a Savant as a coach. There's no telling. If you execute it, you're gonna get a look.
Nembhard to inbound. Pacers look. Mathurin gets it, puts it up, and nearly made it. And the Toronto Raptors hold off the Indiana Pacers 97-95.
I get that. But this was a game the Pacers are in. This is not just a clutch game. You're in the game. And you force some things to happen positively for this Pacers team. Ingram makes a tough shot. But you're going to get challenged. I mean, you're looking for any kind of, that's a Hail Mary at that point. And that's fine. I'm looking at this as a whole. You see Mathurin surely would have liked to drill that one, but he wasn't able to get it to go. A lot of positive out of this.
Pacers withstand a 22-0 run by Toronto, come back, take a fourth quarter lead, but the Raptors win it down the stretch.
Max One Music. Max One Music.